been here sort of an hour today, but the lads seem well up for Saturday already.
Yeah, the lads are in good spirits. We've got a good group. Got quite a lot of players just coming back from injury, which is nice. Reintegrated them into the group, and a bit of fun this morning, you know. We are a really good group. I mean, we've got a lot of first years this year, so a lot of players that are new to everyday training, and they've took to it like a duck to water. It's brilliant, yeah.
And one thing we've seen a lot of this season, obviously when Jim was appointed first team manager, he integrated a lot of the youth team, so a lot of times this season you've sort of been out with maybe key players of your squad, but this week, with there being no first team game, you've had those guys back. What's it been like this week, having a full squad?
Yeah, I mean, the alignment and the integration of the first team with the academy has been superb, and it's helped us because the lads come back with some really good principles of play, some good understandings about the way that the first team play. We've adopted some of that too, so it's nice having the lads back for a full week of training's really good. We've been able to pin down some stuff out of possession, probably that we struggle with sometimes through numbers, but yeah, really pleased. We've had a nice week of training and the lads are prepared.
Squad that seems sort of in form as well at the minute, a good run of games so far. What's that been like for you from the touchline, seeing your team sort of going out and carrying out a game plan, even in circumstances where maybe you don't have them every week?
Yeah, really good. Like I say, it's nice. It's nice to have the players all together, but at the same time, we do also see the benefit of the players. A lot of our players have had first team experience on the training pitch, so it does really help us in terms of the way that we want to play. We have adopted some of the stuff from the first team, and they come back with the principles and the identity, and it's nice to be able to carry that out, especially in the youth team games. And I think steadily our performances have got better and better. We're probably not there where I want them to be yet, but you know, the signs are good.
Like you said, there's been quite a few youth team players involved within first team training, but also we've seen Isaac and Corey on the bench, and we've seen other players in and out, but a player that maybe they've only seen in the youth cup so far is Luke Mann, who scored 4 in the first game, scored 2 against Oldham. How's he been like this season? Obviously he's playing a new position as well, he was saying before.
Yeah, Luke's it's one of them with Luke. We kind of stumbled on playing him up front. It was a bit of, probably came from him, to be fair. He probably said, you know, I wouldn't mind having a go up front. We weren't quite sure whether he'd be able to play up front because he's naturally a midfielder, but I'll tell you something, he's give us something different. He attacks goal scoring areas, he's got an eye for goal, he works hard anyway. So this is what happens sometimes in development. You fall on new positions for players, and you know, Luke's done really well.
In a different sort of opposition on Saturday for the lads, we played against 2 teams who offered something probably completely different to Harrogate. They were a strong side, but a side that you've done homework on, as I've seen very briefly today. How excited are you as the coach of these players going into that game?
Yeah, I mean, the Youth Cup's probably the penultimate of the season. Any game in the Youth Cup, the lads really look forward to it. You know, they're playing at the first team ground. It means something really competitive. They've done well last season in the Cup as well, so they're hungry to do it again. First years, it's their first experience of it. Second years, I think it's been good that it's our 3rd game as well, because there's been a bit of emotion around the game so far. So the lads seem a little bit, you kind of know what's coming, and Harrogate will be a really tough test. We've got a lot of footage. I know Rory as well, one of their coaches, played with Rory. They do look like a good team, so we'll have to be at our best.
And just a final point, sort of relating to what you just said, how special is it for these players, first years and second years, to get the opportunity to play in front of so many supporters? And like I said, without first team game, a great opportunity for supporters to come down and watch your side play as well.
Yeah, it's nice. It's probably, I mean, some of the lads, unfortunately, it might be their only opportunity to play in front of a crowd. That's the way that development goes sometimes, and it's very few and far between whether the players make it. And I think that's why the FAU Cup's so important. Kind of is like a first team game for these lads. The crowd's there, you know, their home supporters turn up. It's not just their parents turning up, you know, it's people that pay their money to come and watch the first team like to see the youth team do well. So that'll be great as well for the lads.